Did you know you can buy Pokemon on eBay? Let me explain. I'm sure you guys remember how crazy people got when Pokemon Go dropped. It was like everywhere you would go, people were just staring at their phones, seeing what Pokemon they could catch. This game became one of the biggest phenomenon of 2016, and it is still one of the coolest and most interactive Pokemon experiences out there. However, I think there's something we can add to this game to make it even better, and it has everything to do with putting your Pokemon up for sale. Trunicorn here. I have been diving deep into the metaverse for a while now, and as you may know, collectibles and NFTs are a big part of the experience. Now, what does this have to do with Pokemon, you might ask? Well, Pokemon and collectibles have a lot more in common than you might think. As a player, you go through the struggle of finding the perfect Pokemon to assemble your team, and maybe a rare shiny to add to your collection. But nowadays, if you don't want to struggle, just like I said at the beginning of the video, you can buy them on eBay. And I'm not kidding. What you're seeing here are all the listings of people willing to sell you their Pokemon or Pokemon Go accounts. Biggest thing here is that this goes against Niantic's terms of service. This is where the technology brought by NFTs comes in, since they introduce the ability to do exactly this kind of trading. Even though a good section of the gaming community does not like this technology, and understandably so, this could potentially give Pokemon trainers access to a next level of trading and creature collection experience. I have to admit, it took me some time to get a grip around the utility of collectibles, and I can say that there are things we can still improve about them, but I do see their potential in changing the gaming experience for the better, and giving a sense of purpose to many classics we have come to love throughout the years. Before we dive in, if you're unsubscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Thank you. Anyone can catch a Pokemon, you might say, and that's true, but Nintendo has made sure to bake in its dose of rarity in the Pokemon that you catch. Ever since Pokemon Crystal, back in the Game Boy Color days, shiny Pokemon were introduced to distinguish them from the regular Pokemon that you could catch. We were introduced to the one and only shiny red Gyarados. Finding a shiny Pokemon in the wild, in all Pokemon games, is a chance of 1 in 4,096, meaning you would have to have more than 4,000 encounters so the odds would be in your favor to finding a shiny. The mere existence and possibility of catching one of these rare Pokemon makes the community very excited about these games. Trainers are so focused on shiny hunting that they love creating challenges around this. Take for example YouTuber / Twitch streamer Smalllands, who made a whole video around shiny hunting, where he made it a point to beat the game catching only shiny Pokemon, and in some instances he would go as far as having a crazy number of encounters before finding one. This video got him a lot of views for this amazing feat. Now going back to Pokemon Go, turns out you can also catch shiny Pokemon in the game, and there are even better chances of catching it at 1 in 500 odds. Where things get tricky with this game, however, is that there is a geographic element to the game, and Pokemon will spawn in certain zones, like grass types spawning in farmlands, water types near bodies of water, so on and so forth, which adds a higher rarity to finding the Pokemon that you want, let alone a shiny. On top of that, Pokemon Go is known to add seasonal rarity to Pokemon too, giving them hats and accessories to commemorate different holidays or events. For example, here's different custom Pokemon that you can catch in game. Some have party hats on them, others just make a reference to the anime like Squirtle with the sunglasses, others make a reference to the first Pokemon movie with the clone starters showing up with their distinguishable marks. Well, as it turns out, putting utility to the side, rarity is what also gives some NFTs their intrinsic value. If you take some time to look at NFT collections, you have anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000 different works of art. They're made up of a base art, say a monkey or a cat, and what changes from item to item is the different traits, like hair, clothes, accessories, you name it. But then you will have some traits that will only be assigned to under 1% of the items in the collection, and this is what makes them valuable. There is this tool online called rarity.tools that will actually show you how items in an NFT collection are ranked compared to the rest of the collection. And the biggest determinant of their value is how rare are their traits. Some collections will even have one of ones, meaning individual pieces of art inside of a collection that are unlike any others. You can imagine collectors getting especially interested in these pieces of art. I mean, isn't that what Pokemon does with their event-based mythical Pokemon? Ever since 1999, Nintendo has been giving Pokemon away through the video game conferences, where you would bring your Game Boy with your game cartridge in it, you would plug it into a dedicated machine that would transfer that Pokemon to you. After that, the people who attended the event would be the only ones to own it. How rare is that? I mean, you can only live that once, And again, nostalgia is at work here. If you think about it, in the end, this is all fabricated scarcity. There will be more Pokemon created next generation, and more NFTs dropped in the next collections. NFTs have been largely criticized because of the arbitrary scarcity. Digital goods can be repackaged and repurposed infinitely many times, which makes their scarcity questionable. But we have already discussed certain circumstances that make collectibles unique. How hard it is to obtain them, how rare they are compared to the other items in a collection, and above all, the time and place they were produced in. Nostalgia is a big driver for what we do and who we are. We look to the past and remember simpler times that we would love to relive. So we keep things that are dear to our heart to capture those moments. Same thing goes for when we find something from our past in a garage sale. That's why we keep things, to remember those moments. We protect them because they have some value to us. We went through a struggle to find it, or it represents something we believe in. Before we move on, I would just like you to know, if you want to watch how these videos are made, be sure to follow my Twitch channel, where you can see me go live and see me talk about these topics with the community. Alright, back to the video. I grew up in the 90s, and as a 90s kid, like many others, I grew up playing Pokemon. A lot of Pokemon. With Pokemon Blue being my first game, and Game Boy Color being my first handheld console, I would spend countless hours collecting every gym badge, every Pokemon, and performing every glitch the community could find. My parents even took me to the movies to watch the first Pokemon movie, and I rented it like 10 times after to relive the Mew and Mewtwo fight over and over again. This franchise slowly embedded itself into my childhood and became part of my identity, and I'm willing to bet part of the identity of many. I have caught several shiny Pokemon of my own through the years, but I will always remember my first shiny. It was a shiny Rattata I caught in Pokemon Emerald. I had no idea what it was and why it looked different. I was so naive around the idea of shiny and rare Pokemon that I traded it for a Jirachi, a mythical Pokemon that I later found out could be multiplied in game infinitely many times. But the guy I traded it to knew how rare my possession was. Having said all that, it looks like we have already established that Nintendo has put in a lot of work in making Pokemon catching a hard endeavor and baked in proper rarity into these creatures. I mean, this is how they really got me playing the game whenever a new event comes out. But if you're willing to trade it and receive some compensation for it, then this technology will certainly enable that without having to go to eBay or meeting someone in the back alley to get your shiny mythical Pokemon. Why not go all the way and let us take advantage of this technology? Overall, I think NFTs and collectibles are opening up a huge amount of opportunities for new experiences to be created and expanded to the next level. I very much look forward to keep exploring these possibilities and keep deepening my understandings of what this technology can do. This was all for now. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Leave a comment saying what you would like me to talk about next. Make sure to subscribe so you get notified when my next video comes out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.